Hello. Well, OBS says I'm live, so I must be. I'm just going to quickly see if I can't add a scene for this, for the desktop, while people are starting to arrive. You might be faced with a black screen, but I am. Is that the right one? I think that's the right one. Yes. Okay. So we'll hang on, wait to see if we get anybody coming in and out. Do we have anybody there? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's nobody in chat yet. Still new to this streaming malarkey. My system's not keen on it. And it shows I'm live. Shows I'm public. Notifications might be playing up. Still need to improve on bits and pieces of equipment, just for streaming. Is there anybody there yet? I'm not sure. Let's crack on. So, a few weeks ago I bought a few Switch items from Facebook. I have already managed to repair one. Hello Wayne. So one of them's there. I'm not going to go through setup process. It does dock, it does charge. But I've put it in the wrong housing. So it doesn't belong to that serial number. So while I'm tearing it back down, because it belongs in this one, yep, 1733, so it belongs in this housing, which is also a better condition screen. So while I've got it open to change that, I am going to check to see if these screens work, because I've got 4 screens, 3 boards. So if both of them work, one will be getting shipped down to Wayne. Few bits and pieces. I can only attempt to fix another way without ordering more bits, because we've not got everything. We've not got all the bits and pieces. That's what we've got. Few random bits. Bag of screws. So I'll load them to one side for now. We did take this one in part exchange the other day. Which appears to have a crack in the screen. If I can get that to... Let me give it a quick wipe. See if that helps. And just there. But to me that appears to be in the screen protector. It has got a screen protector on. I don't know if I'll be able to focus that. Probably not. So we're going to take that board out. We're going to put in a known good board to see if it works, and then we may take a look at some of these other boards. Now, when I bought these, the description stated that the gentleman hadn't tried to repair them. But if I switch you over to my desktop and I open that, I'm not sure if you can see that, because I can no longer see OBS. This was the listing. £125 I paid for them. As I say, we've already got one. We've got a couple of Joy-Cons, which I'll show you in a second. We've already got one working out of it, but there's one battery. Enough parts to build 3. Well, there's not, because there's only one battery. 2 fans. One of the game card readers isn't cracking, but as you can see, there's only 2 there as well. So we're going to take a look at them, but I did also get these Joy-Cons out, which work, apart from this button here don't work, so I need to repair them. That won't be on today's stream, because they're just test controllers, but these haven't been attempted to be repaired. And as you can see, if I can focus on that, this has got a missing pad. on M92. We'll have a quick look under microscope cam at that, and we are just there. Bit of a mess, as you can see. Hi Kaz. So this one's in a bit of a sorry state. Somebody has attempted to replace the part, which also isn't very cracking. I'm not sure if there's any bridges, but for the one I repaired, I did pinch this battery connector to repair the other one because it had a broken battery connector. And once I placed that on, it worked absolutely fine. The LCD connector doesn't look fantastic. But who knows, it might work. So wrong one. Now we'll finally get it right. So we are going to open this. I must have forgot to put a screw back in. As I think on, I didn't forget to put a screw back in. It's missing this top screw here, but it wouldn't take one. How's everybody doing today? Oh, the coder. I didn't know, mate. This is a random live. Hi Micro. I've been out to work on a funeral and I just thought, let's go and do something. You want streaming today, were you, mate? I'm not a fan of Microstick, mate. I'm not a fan of Wowstick at all. I'm using it because I don't really have a normal screwdriver, but I'm not a fan, mate. The Wowstick craps itself when it comes to Xbox consoles. Okay then, mate. So at least I'm not crossing streams. As I said, I do need to still invest in a few bits and pieces. I want to upgrade my camera setup so as I'm not having to use my phone constantly, because come 28 minutes from now I'm on call, which means my random stream might have to be randomly ended if that phone rings. Yes, I'm not sure if that's my dog or the next door neighbour's dog. Yep, sounds like mine. Nothing to stream. 10 to pick up tomorrow. 10 what, mate? What have we got coming? Yeah, for small devices it's the WoW stick is not overly bad, mate, but for even for PlayStation the WoW stick does a pretty decent job. Alright, so I'll check that out after stream, mate. That'll give me something to watch while I'm eating my tea, no doubt. Now, when I open this, you will see that there's not the perfect amount of thermal paste on. Hello, Reagan. Welcome to chat, everybody. Chat. Reagan Bates is my eldest daughter. Likes to spring a surprise on me because I didn't know anybody from family members would be in. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Yeah, no problem, mate. What we all been on with today then? Anything fun? Now, I know that this is being stuck down, held down with some lovely drippy thermal paste. Yeah, there we go. Told you. Not the correct amount. Thanks, mate. I need to, one of the things I need to do is I need to get my Stream Elements bot working. Properly. And I don't know how to do it. Dee. So, while this one's out, I'm gonna pinch the battery back out as a test battery because I need to order some. Oh, thanks, mate. It's just a little, I don't mind shout outs. Not sure I'm ready for thousands of viewers yet. We all got to start somewhere. I've put one in for a few YouTubers, mate. Does the links actually work though? Is it showing as a valid link? Or as it said, no, you're not having it. So that's one reader. That's the bad reader. And what stream resolution is it allowing you to view in? Oh, you get. Ah, good, because I want sure, mate, because I've launched it from direct from OBS, so I didn't load YouTube up. Flip up. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. 1080p. Yeah. That's the only output resolution I can have, because you can set upload defaults, mate, to me to automatically add a description to all videos. Is that in OBS though, or YouTube? I did have one set in YouTube for one of the other videos, mate, or one of the other live streams, but it won't show it on OBS itself. Hi, Philip. I reckon the video I just posted should go down well. Found another PS4 on scrap. It's gonna be nice finding them in scrap. It's just one of them things, isn't it? You don't know whether they're gonna be fixable or not, and it's makes it that little bit nicer when they do repair. So this board here I'm going to keep out. I'm going to use it to test some other bits and pieces, but the work I did to this was the power connector, and it had a rip trace, well, a ripped ground pad were missing, so I've had to just do that, and then I replaced this joystick connector, Joy-Con connector, and that was pretty much all I did to this one. But this was quite badly twisted on this section here from the port, all this side here were quite badly twisted, so I wasn't sure whether that one would repair or not. But while that's out, I shall quickly test these screens here just to see if the screens work. So I'm not overly bothered about plugging everything in. All I want to check is that the screens work. And the backlights, so we shall leave it at that. We'll hook the battery up. Hold on a second. Have I got? Probably not. Saying that, I can prompt to boot it without, and just plug the cable in. No, that one's smashed, cracked. Marvellous. Hey Finks, welcome buddy. So I know that one is damaged screen. This one. Oh, we don't like how that feels. And there's me checking connector, and I've just had that out. So yeah, I bought. I'll show you in a second, mate. I bought from Facebook just a load of switches, and the advert itself said there was enough parts to build 3 switches. Hi Micromage, welcome buddy. So the advertisement said there was enough to do 3 switches, but they're in, and I could see that the one from the pictures. So this screen looks good. Yeah. So that's at least 2 good screens. Yeah. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Wayne, are you still there, buddy? Three Nintendo Switch screens at £7 each. Oh dear. Yeah, you want sharing that link then, were you? Naughty boy. Is Wayne still here? So, that board there I know works. I know also that the screen, it belongs to Works. I'll put that one back in because I know that's a working screen. So, this board belongs in this screen, matches the serial number, and this board itself is... Oh, you're working, mate. Did were you online when I showed the Facebook ad? I just wanted to know if the source worked. This one here is a blue screen of death, and it doesn't matter if I put pressure on the APU. Still comes up blue screen. So, I know the screen works, and I know that this belongs to this screen. Yes, mate, I've not done much testing on these though. I took that one out, put the board in, turned it on, noticed it was blue screen, and then I left it. Helps if you undo power switch. So that board is blue screen. That belongs with that housing, which I shall put there and put that together after stream. So let me quickly show you guys this, if it works, because when I go off at when I go onto my desktop, I can't see OBS, so I don't know if it's displaying it properly. But this is the ad. So I don't know if you can see that. This was the advertisement. They were listed at 200, not down to 150. enough switch parts to build 3 switches, but they ain't, because there's only 1 battery, 2 fans, 2 game card readers, and I believe there is 3 SD card readers, 4 screens, but 3 of them work. And it states just there, not attempted any repair work myself, viewing is welcome. So during the messages, let me see if it'll fetch this up. Let me ignore all that, and it's just here. During this message, he asked me if I wanted a microscope. Electronic microscope, wanting 30 quid. So I'm not sure. Oops, wrong one, all time, wrong one, overhead. So I'm not sure, did you see that? Did it show you at Facebook? Bit. Fix consoles. Right. Yes, so Wayne, Code has asked me to ask you if you would like a battery cable for the PSU for the Switch consoles doing. Yeah, so obviously they want enough parts there to make 3. They're off the working one, so they want enough parts there to make 3 for sure, without me ordering any spare bits. But as I said, I did get these out of it, replaced the batteries on these. Both these work. That one might be dead, don't know, might not be dead. Yeah, appears to be dead. But this button doesn't work, the R button on them. Says yes please. It's crapping work off, mate. It's nearly finished time anyway, isn't it, surely? 5 minutes, I go back on call, I begin work. So this is the blue screen of death. We can either pull shield off. Yeah, I've got a power supply, mate. Yeah, it's a Dr. Meter bench power supply. So we can either pull this off, lift CPU, or we can do some testing around max IC. I'm not sure if RAM would cause a blue screen. What else causes blue screen? Coder, do you know? CPU, anything else? Yeah, if you can do, mate. Yeah, that'd come in handy, because then I'd be able to stick that in a console and get rid. Yes, thank you very much, mate. So we've got this one here that we can take a look at. Yeah, I figured. Let me whip that off. I kind of guessed that RAM could cause a blue screen, which My eyes are just terrible. So this one here we could have. There we go. Get off. There we go. So this one here we could have faulty RAM, maybe too much heat's been put into board when they've this one they've changed it on. I can't remember. Let's take a quick look under the scope. Let's have a gander. So that, yeah, so that part hasn't been touched. So I'm not sure if this isn't just blue screen of death. Everywhere else looks fine. Didn't pinch the part off that one. I haven't checked any caps yet around anywhere for path to ground. Should that be short there? I'm assuming this side should be, because this side in, so I'm assuming that this side is ground. Should we have a shot there? Yeah, I don't think it has been worked on before, mate. I think it might have just have had too much heat on board. I'm not quite sure what these were originally in for. Now, there is, or at least if I'm, so if you ask me, that looks like fresh solder around M92. Nice and shiny. Could be leaded, so this could have had that done. And what I'm thinking is low impedance, so that's a low impedance line. That comes in handy to know, because I don't work on switches that often. So, are we saying that the M92's been changed? Let's have a look at, just out of interest, what is the Realtek sound chip on this, mate? Let's just have a quick the part seems absolutely fine. We've no there you go, mate. Believe that's the audio chip, isn't it? So by the looks of it, let's think about it. By the looks of it, M92 may have been changed. So the possibility on floating the RAM excuse me, so the possibility on floating a RAM chip while they've been throwing heat into the board, could that be the cause of the blue screen? Under this shield? No, mate. Doesn't appear to have any flux under. Appears to be nice and clean. Nice and dry. Burn marks on the right hand side of no burn marks. So there's nothing on heat shield. There's no burn marks anywhere. Just that solder for me looks let me just say, it looks too shiny to not be a lead content. Do you not think? It's too clean. So, what we're thinking? With that one there, blue screen, we've got this one here. While the coder's here, might come in handy. do you have access to a board? And can you tell me if that pad that's missing there is a no connect? Yeah, I can reflow that, mate. Shouldn't it be an issue? This one here has definitely been reworked on. We've got parts being changed. We've got a big old mess on M92 location. That pad is required. That's nice then, because the reason I say because is I don't know where it goes. It's not part of this trace here. Don't make me laugh, mate. So as I was saying, I don't think that this pad is part of this trace and pad, which means there's no via, there's no trace. It's not ground. So we're saying this one's going to be scrapped then. You could try Captain Tape. But it doesn't show me that via on this one, mate. That pad that's missing is this one just here. There's no via there. As you can see, it's not part of this trace. Which is why I wasn't sure whether it were required or not. Unless, like you say, the via went just on this end here. But I can't see it doing, because it would initially end at the same point as that one. It's not ground, mate. It's not ground. I did attempt to test for ground, which, as you can see, zilch. Nothing on that one either. Nothing on that one. Nothing on that one. Ah, well, that's what I... We can throw an M92 on, but that also means that I'll have to pinch the caps from another board to replace that. Oh, we can go for a reflow on that. Well, I'll save this one here for another day. We'll come back to that one. We'll see if that pad required or not. We'll throw a chip on and we'll test it. Do we go for a reflow on this? Ignore the caps, but you do need the 200k resistors. Have we got resistors missing? Oh, yeah. So we have. So we have. Dee-dee-dee. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. Yeah, let's go for it, mate. Just get most of this crap off. And this will be where it goes tits up for me. We'll be positive about things. What temps we're recommending? And I know what's going to happen here anyway. I'm going to tap it too much. Let me knock that off. .440. Airspeed. I've got Atom, mate. Atom at 62. Do we want a nice big chunky tip on? Or shall we go tip free? Tip, nozzle. Yeah, it's an atom, mate. I'm not planning on falling off my chair, thinks. So, gonna be a pain in the ass. Reflowing it under the microscope. Airspeed 100 and hold the direct over the chip, slightly moving around. I'd do it without the scope. Without the scope. I wanted you guys to see me mess up and nudge it 3 mile across the room, because I'm not the steadiest. Of hands. Airspeed 60. We'll go 50. We'll go 50. Just to be on the safe side. Make sure it's hot. Yeah, it's blowing hot. Yeah, I found that with a switch light I repaired the other day, mate. Excuse me. Yeah, good luck. I'll need it, mate. I shall need it. I tend to knock these a mile away. Throwing screws all over the place. No time like the present. See, my trouble is I can't actually see when I nudge some at that light. Well, we can knock it down, mate. It's not that, mate. It's just my eyes aren't cracking. I wear glasses. Ideally I could do with magnifying glasses on my glasses. Ah. No, that's a no. No, 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 no. And I'll show you why. Let the board cool. What happened? I'll show you in a minute, mate. We'll just say it's toast. Well, it is quite a good experiment. I'll burn my fingers on that. I didn't remove that either. It's a little bit warm. It's funny that Wayne, because the two I ordered have arrived today as well. So what happened, Coda? What happened? Oh, it's still a bit warm. At that point, just there, the board began to swell. So, just there, heard a little bit of cracking. Seen this section of the board here starting to bubble up. No, I think the board swelled as well, mate. You see, it's lifted this edge shield up away from board. So I think the board swelled. And as you can see here, you see there, just on the outline there, on the coating, as you can see, I can push that in. So just on this edge here, look, you see, But I also don't think the plug it in and see what happens. Yeah, no worries. Let's do it. All in the nature of science. Still feels warm. I know this one works. Well, generally speaking, there shouldn't be condensation in my bedroom. And the reason for that is I have a air conditioner which pulls a crap load of chuffy now. So the air conditioner pulls moisture out at room, throws it into a bucket. Bucket gets emptied. Don't need power switching. Will we see magic smoke? Let's just... Yeah, it's a dehumidifier, mate. It's but it's the section I use is the aircon. There's no screen at all now. What have we? No screen. Might be a good idea if we put none back on. So, we've got backlight. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine, Philip. They mean well. Yeah, I didn't fancy writing it all way. Didn't fancy writing micro, major, repair out and My mate Vince. I just shortened them, mate. You'll need to disconnect the battery and charger. Battery and charger disconnected. Yeah, but I disconnected battery before I plugged the NAND back on, mate. So I did disconnect battery. And we have backlight, as you can see. We have a nothing, no blue screen, no green screen. No charging symbol. If you have backlight, so if we have backlight, it's attempting to turn on. The man says, do we have that one's that one, that one's that one. Nothing in there. So that could be a bit of a ball ache as well then. Yeah, LCD's fully plugged in, mate. Let's have a quick gander at that. Yeah, I might have done, mate. That side looks, that side looks, that side looks, that side looks alright. See, that even looks like it's bowed in on this side. Oh, there's bubbles all over, boys. It's a bit like my wallpapering. Daddy, do you like bubbles? Oh, that's what they're supposed to look like. Read up about the touchscreen and speakers. Plug in the touchscreen and speakers, and after promoting to boot, wait 20 seconds, then turn the volume up and tap the screen. Yeah, no problemo. Let's do that. That fits like a glove. That can come out. That can go in there. That can go down there. Oh. Gods damn it. They can come out. That can go there. Let's plug that in for the volume. Let's plug fan in just for the laugh. Plug in backlight. Come on. Get in there. Plug in. Not with them tweezers. Oh, I use them tweezers. These connectors are a pet hate with Nintendo Switch. That one there's in. And that one there's in. Yes, touchscreen. I'll forget. By Joe, it's warm in here. Plug in the battery. I can just prompt to boot from the battery. So we've got backlight. Yeah, none still on, mate. Volume up full. Nothing. CPU's not getting even that hot either. I have cooked it. Yes, I've cooked it. It could be, mate. It could be. Top layer has a fiberglass. Yeah, but even top layer's still got traces on it. Is it possible they're damaged? Now, if I apply pressure, which is what I just did, to the CPU, LCD boots, and then for some reason it went off last time. Is that likely to pull back in as the board cools down? Put the board in the oven for a few hours, 100 degrees, 4 to 5 hours. Should get rid of moisture, then try to reflow it again. Now the damage is permanent, mate, but I don't think that's serious. Yeah, we can try that, mate. We can certainly try that. So shouldn't be we'll have a look at that in a second, mate. What sort of noob falls off the chair? One that don't keep all legs on the floor, mate. One that never listened to his teacher. when they said, "You'll fall off that chair." Hey, I don't mind you guys laughing about it. Even I laugh about it. Thought he was gonna have a go at me for a second. Oh, mate. Not me, never. Never ever have a go at anyone. Ah. So, yeah, it is what it is, mate. I'll not jack in for that. But oh, sorry. So this is area for bubbling. We've got these traces here which appear to be coming straight under APO, CPO, whichever one you want to call it. We're not overly fussed here, but these traces do run up. Come through this section here and possibly go directly to the LCD connector. So these traces here, as the coder says, could be cracked, split, could be split internally or under the CPU. Scrape away right at each end of the what's that? What's that there? What's them bits? Yeah, mate. I do. I see a bit there, a bit there, and a bit there. and bits and pieces way over. APU needs reballing. Should I cook it in oven first, mate? Should it be cooked in the oven first? So that'll be next on that one then. Yeah, but if I heat it up, Wayne, if I heat it up to remove and reball, it's gonna bubble again. What? Send you my jig? Send me jig? I can see from here with difference in light, it's that this is way out here. So we'll cook that one. We'll throw that in oven. We'll cook that one. Let me stick that back on for now. Cook it, dry it out, have a go on the next stream. More content. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, mate. I shall cook it in the oven. I'll work out when I'm next going to stream, and then I shall cook it in the oven. And stream directly after removing it from the oven. But see, even on the back side, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Can you see that? So even on the back side, it's bubbled this area, and it has bubbled this area just here. Might be able to see that one from there. You see that nice fancy ridge? It's bubbled. Well, it is what it is. As I say, I mean, I managed to get one out of it, mate. So, one and some Joy-Cons. One of Joy-Cons needs a switch. So, if it becomes a donor, it becomes a donor. Now, this one here. So we were discussing this one here earlier on. I think this board's going to be a donor too. Because it's missing. it's missing something which is quite crucial. It's pointless me throwing a M92 on, mate. Completely pointless. Let me bob that there. Let me fetch this box in and let me show you what I've got. I've got that non-working screen, bag of screws, we'll have to trace that pin on your donut or something on the other side of the board probably. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. So, one of them, one of them, one of them, junk, SD card reader, SD card reader, game slot, rail, pull CPU and anti-piracy off the bubble board and swap the CPU. That's not a bad idea, mate. So then in this side we've got backs. Oh, we might just have got lucky. Because it appeared to be hiding. And for a second there we were struggling to find any hand. So I'm guessing this is none for this board. Oh, you'll have to bear with me because I've had a cough last few days. A terrible cough. And of course this needs that putting on. No excuses. An M92. It says M92. Right, let's firstly dig this under here. So we're going for M92. We're not replacing that pad. Yeah, that's what we're not doing. We're not going to replace that. We're going to throw M92 on. I want to yeah. a little bit of this off. Oh, nice. Nice. If an M92 doesn't work, you can use one of the donors to trace that pin back through the board. I can, if it goes through board, mate. Directly, if it goes directly through the board. And when I say directly through the board, on that switch light, I'll show you on yours, mate. But on that switch light I repaired, the other day, I had a short here, which I figured that it'd be backlight driver, but it wasn't. The short, in fact, was all the way over here, and it was just under the speaker here. So just here you've these two caps, filters, whatever they are, and then just on the underside, as you can see that there, if it'll let me show it, where was the so that cap there is what caused that short. So you can trace a trace, if that makes sense, but that could go anywhere. It could be absolutely anywhere whatsoever on that board. So what would be the chances of finding it? Yes, it's the 4K version, mate. Well, when I say the 4K version, it's 4K, but it won't be fully 4K. We know what the Chinese like. I suppose I'd better take my glasses off if I'm going to look down the scope. I think so, mate. When you say the Sony sensor, do you mean the autofocus? If you mean the autofocus, mate, no. It doesn't have that function. I'm not sure, mate. It says on it it's 3840 by 2160 at 60 frames a second. And the USB output is 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames a second. It's not bad, mate. It's not a bad scope camera. I'm not sure you could say it was cheap. I thought it was cheap for what it was. I think it was around 200 from Amazon. Oh, my solder's messed up. Well, I figured reason I got that one is because I figured I would future-proof, mate. Now the letdown with me future-proofing is I can't set OBS up as as 4K. Because my screen, my monitor, so as far as I could work out, me in order for OBS to show in 4K or even 1080p, your monitor's got to be capable of that output. From what I could gather, I could be wrong. You'll have to set your video output. Yeah, it don't. I don't think I have that option, mate. If I load settings up, I'm not going to change out just in case. I can't even look at it yet, so that'll have to wait. Alright, I see. M92 T36. So we'll have one of them's there. So we'll have one of them's out, one of them's out. And we'll mine has the same but no autofocus. Yeah, this isn't autofocus either, mate. The autofocus one would have been nice. What's that? No, I don't want that. Let's remove a little bit of the old air. Stick the old tweezers back down. Apply a little light pressure. Get a big squeeze out. Blob. I feel pretty, I feel pretty. And I don't know why I've got that song in my head either. But I have. We might reflow this in a minute because it don't look straight. We'll sort that bridge out in a second. I'm not so fussed about how it looks. And of course That's the hardest one to get into. Yeah, mate, I do. I do indeed. I feel pretty. Bridging. Yeah, them's bridging, mate. Them's bridging. And for me to get it, I may need to put the bigger tip on. How's that got it? I don't know, because I can't see Jack. I don't think it will have done. I think it'll still be there. I also don't think we're square either. No, we're not square. So it needs another quick reflow anyway. And it needs to go over. One of the things I struggle with, Coda, with this microscope camera, mate, is the exposure of it, mate. Yeah, see, I can go through. Right, so let me. It should show you guys as well. So I can go through the settings on this. What have I got my exposure on? +1. Fine. Remove that completely off. Is that any better? If I leave it with no exposure on? Press menu to do away with that. Right, so I still need to mop that bridge up. So that's better with no exposure on. I can dim the light, I can raise the light. So I still need to mop this bridge up. Let's have a bit of that stuff. Let's switch to the bigger tip. And let's hope. There we go, bridge sorted. That's not bridge there, is it? No, that's not bridge there. Very nice and flat. Yeah, all up nice and flat and not overly fussed what the edges look like for now. It will be making a connection on the underside. So then we need two resistors. What did I do with that other bar? I'll pull them from this for now. I'll place them there, and we shall Thanks, mate. As you can see, my hands aren't steady. Let's pop that there, and idiot nearly blew it away. Drop a little bit of flux down, and where did I put that? So we've got that one there. And we've got that one just there. That don't want to let go. Let it go. And that'll do there. That's out of focus for you. Dee. Go. So the coder said do not worry about those capacitors. So I'll give that a quick clean. I do remember I need to sort that adapter out and all. So flux it up, baby. Oh, that's where that bit went to, did it? That'll do for that. That'll do. Move that back over there. And of course, on this I have no way of lifting the board. But we are going to take a if I can get it out. A new battery connector. Come on. Thank you. We're gonna place that down on there. So what I have to do in this case is what everybody has to do, and hang it over the edge about there. Get my chunk of solder, rest it on there. You guys will still be able to see the flowing. And there we go. Hi Big Mac, welcome buddy. So that should be nicely flowed in. Yo, Retro! Well, come in, mate. I have a question for y'all. I'm about ready to bite the head off another eBay seller who sent the wrong parts. eBay, mate. If I can help it, I don't go through eBay, although I did buy these connectors from eBay. So I have a question for y'all. Y'all that use nice fancy spray bottles for you. Yep. Every single one of them has tuck. Yep. Do you use a funnel? Do you use a funnel to fill your squeeze your spray bottles up? Oh, nice. See, told you my eyes are no good. Couldn't even find my glasses. I fix way too wide a variety of things. Sometimes I have no choice. Yeah, I know what you're saying there, mate. Sometimes eBay is just inevitable to be used. So we've got M92 on. Let's take a look and see what you do. We're not hopeful. We had the missing pad. LCD connector doesn't look great on this one, if I'm honest. It actually looks like it is. Right, let me just check them pins. Yep, never mind. Let me put my glasses back on so I can read chat. When I've plugged this in here. Shut down on that. Just got my dinner and revision back on graphics. Wasn't too happy with the other one. So you've got it back, have you? Yeah, I don't mind you asking, mate. I can. And I'm certainly happy to tell you. So, the trinocular microscope head was reasonably cheap, mate. It was, I think, around £96 or something from Amazon. The microscope camera was around 200, I believe. I may be able to. Oh no, I can't. I'll save that for next time, because I'm not signed in on my Amazon account on my PC, mate. So I can have a look. Throw backlight in just for the off chance. Don't even know why I plugged fan in. Why did I plug fan in? I don't know. Batteries in. What are we saying, gents? Are we saying yay or are we saying nay? I say plug it in and let's find out. So did that just prompt to boot or not? With no backlight. With no backlight and with no display whatsoever. This screen does work. That's in right. That's in right. Let's throw a game card reader in. Mine's not an Amscope, mate. Mine's just a cheap. It's called a Coppace. Koppace. Copace Trinocular. Get on there, you fiddling elf. No, I'm not gonna swear. We're not gonna swear. I can't see that affecting backlight. Oh. Let me throw one speaker in at least. So we've got 280 milliamps. Nothing on screen. We've got fan spin. CPU's lovely and warm. No backlight. So, what we're thinking on that one? Are we thinking backlight driver? And no, screen's good on this. So it could be the LCD connector. If there's a fault anywhere there. Yeah, you see, I think I paid around that price, mate, for everything of mine, except for me arm. So, my arm, what I use here, I'm not sure if you can see, right good, I can adjust that. My desk's a bit mucky. That, what I'm using here, is a monitor stand arm, and I paid £10 for my focusing bracket, and then I've basically just bolted it straight through a bolt at the back, and it just sits nicely out the way. Now, why has that adjusted me zoom? it didn't adjust my zoom. Oh, I don't know. So I think I paid around 400 in total. I mean, the focusing bracket I bought, it's white. It don't match my black microscope, but neither does my silver stand. But I think that were around. I'm sure I paid about a tenner for that on Amazon, and that could have been something similar to what the coders just had. It could have been a price error. Or anything. But me overhead is my phone, mate. So it's a Samsung Galaxy Note 10. It's my phone. So let's take a quick peek at the backlight driver. That should be ground. That one there should be ground. Could it be? Not the best. I don't know what this is all over, but looks to me like that might be thermal paste. So we do not have backlight. We do not have backlight. Stick that there. Move that there. Move that there. 0.49. And 0.3. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure I should be getting a reading both ways on that diode. Should I get a reading both ways on that diode? Let's check on another board. So my overhead camera is going to be getting overhauled at some point, mate, because it's kind of difficult for me to use my phone So I'm not sure if I say I'm not sure. I'm tipping my phone I'm wrong. I'm pretty certain that the gentleman phoning me would have phoned my missus if he couldn't get hold of me. But obviously the nature of my job is currently I'm pretty much working, mate. I'm on call. So kind of means that if my phone rings, at this minute, I literally have to drop everything. Don't matter what I'm doing. I have 10 minutes to get to a neighbouring village and do a removal, mate. So do we get, can't see that, but we do get a reading on that. So this board works, we do get a reading on that, and yeah, so that's about right. That's about right, so that board works. Let's switch that back over there and let's quickly so this only has one ground, which is that one there. None of the others are testing as ground. Which is good, but not good, because that means now we've got to go on a nice, mate, nice, very nice indeed. So that means that we've got to go on another look around the board. Oh, the joy. Oh, the joy. I wouldn't have thought that there would have anything to do with backlight, but you never know. We never know. You've never heard of Andrew Paul, mate? He is the legend. If you've not checked Andrew Paul out, I highly, highly recommend you do so, mate. Fair point, actually. Get off. Yeah, Big Mac, I highly recommend taking a look at his channel, mate. Come on, get off. Oh, and everybody's letting me sit, working under the microscope, without giving me a shout to let me know that my camera's not set up right. Me stream source, should I say. This might not work. This way might not work. Well, let's go. Let's go! It's out of there. Don't know where. Yeah, I don't. To be fair, it might not even be any good, that. Might not be any good. Hey, that should hold for now. What I don't want is, I don't want that'll do for now. Yeah, I highly recommend, mate. Head over, subscribe to Master Paul. Console Kung Fu Master. So I can get this HDMI port to line up, but if I push it over to one side, but I'm not sure it's ethical to use it or not. I'm assuming, Retro, that is a PS4 HDMI port, is it? I'm assuming that's what you're doing, PS4 fat? Going off the fact that you're having to move it to one side to line up? If that be the case, mate, then yes. Bend the legs slightly, the ground legs, one way so that the pins all line up, mate. Just fell looks all over these boards. Seven watching and 7 likes can't be bad. Is that me, mate? Who's having a row? That you will have heard there will have been my youngest daughter, mate. 12 years old, going on 29. Now then, what are we missing from here? I know we're missing something from there, but what it be? It be a capacitor. It be that. So, fuss assist. So, backlight driver is reading from the multimeter is reading absolutely fine and dandy. It does look a little damaged there on corner, but it's reading fine and dandy. Stuff it. Let's change it. Let's swap it over. Let's put a new one on. Yeah, mate, that's all that'll have been. LED driver. Was she loud when you heard her, mate? Did it come through pretty loud? I think I need to get my filters sorted out. That way I can keep them quiet. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Quick. Will it do? No, maybe it won't do. Could have done with that. That ground just being a little bit less. I don't at the minute, Philip, but Wayne is very kindly sending his up because he's bought new, mate. Right, that should do. So let's throw a thing on. Let's get a quick little bit of heat, dry that area off. Let's remove come on, don't go out there. Let's remove of one of them. One of them. A little bit of flux. Not too much. I'm going to bob that just about there. And then I'm going to go 5% airflow. we should see that shift over ever so slightly. Might not do. %. There we go. That's jumping in and out of place. Quickly have a look now while the board's burning. Yep, seems good. So I'll let that cool off a little bit and I shall catch up on Chatteroni. An autofocus microscope camera would be so much better. Right, glasses back on. Let's do away with that. Let's go back for that. Hello. I can see you. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, Phil. I'm hoping it'll cut. I'm hoping I'll be able to obviously set filters up to drown the background noise out, because I have 2 gamers in the house as well, and they are, at least one is now always stressing. And I'm surprised you can't hear him, or haven't heard him yet, with his bro talking to his teammates, screaming and shouting. But yes, I am very, very grateful to Wayne for donating that, mate. And he knows it. He knows it. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Let's put this back together while it's cooling down. Backlight in. And backlight's in. Don't necessarily need that yet. Let's just see if we've got backlight. Let's just see if we've got backlight. Batteries in. Do we got backlight? Yep, we've got backlight. We've got backlight. So I'm not going to see if it's if screen's coming on yet and if it's all working. Connect to fuel things up. Which also means I'm going to remember to disconnect the battery. Shove that back down there. Let's be a little optimistic. Fan in. Game card and touch. I'm going to throw a little screw in and just there. This was that one that we're missing, that pin, wasn't it, on M92. Absolutely hate these speaker connectors. Oh, there's one. Come on. That's two. So what do you reckon? Missing pad on M92. Are we going yay or nay? What's it gonna be? Right, so that's it. Everything connected barring the antennas. Hello, George. Welcome, buddy. Are we going yay or nay? Phil's got his fingers crossed. Let's see. We've got display. We've got boat. We haven't got boot. We've got crashed on. Logo. We've got crashed on logo. So if we remove that, let me just have a quick, let's have a quick squeeze at that. At that connector. It's caked up with crap, but it's caked up with crap, but which one did I just take off? That one there, I think. Coder's going to jump on any minute now, mate, and he's going to say, no, it's not that, it's this. Oh. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. That RAM B, that NAND, rather, that be off that blue screen of Death One. That be off that blue screen of Death One. I suppose I should have uncoupled the battery then, shouldn't I? Oh no. We have no backlight. No backlight. No, I didn't uncouple battery. Like a noob. Yeah, we've got backlight back. And we've got boot to logo and then crash. Is it stuck in RCM mode? Could that be a possibility? CPU's warm. Both RAMs are warm. Or is it the missing pad? Is the missing pad something to do with it? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What do I need to work out if this is stuck in RCM mode? Do I need to download anything? Will it pick up? Will it be detected by the PC? Let's see. It detects something. It's a USB device not recognized. Does P13 stop it from booting? USB-C, USB device not recognized. Well, by the looks of it, it's not going to be any kind of fix tonight on stream. Well, I say any kind of fix. We kind of got there, didn't we? We're almost there. What did you miss, Wayne? You missed. That, mate, you missed that. It boots to logo and then that's it. Stays there, draws 400 milliamp. Tries to jump up to 500 milliamp and then doesn't go. NAND gets warm, CPU gets warm, RAM gets warm, BQ's getting warm. But let's look at it like this. Let me throw my USB-C tester straight in some chuffing crap. Let's look at it like this. So we've got it displaying the logo. USB device is not recognised. So, is it I'm not so sure P13 would stop it from booting. Not convinced P13 would stop it from booting. Not convinced at all. Let's just pull that out. Let's disconnect that. Probably jumping at guns here, but nope. No. I don't think P13. I don't think P13 will stop it from booting, mate. I wouldn't have thought so. Although did Catalyst on Discord? Did she have the same issue where USB device wasn't recognised? Yes, Phil, I agree, mate. Although I'm not convinced. Now, I'm not convinced that that's connected. Right, okay, let's see. Let's just take this. Let's take this. Let's see. Let's just run under there. Let's do that. So let's see if this actually goes anywhere. Let's whip this one off. So let's pull M92 off. Let's give the board a second to cool down. Let's make sure we are in diode mode. On the meter. I shall switch that on for you guys. So I'll read this, I'll get a reading of this. And then looking at the time, it's 7:20. I've not eaten all day, and neither will my missus have. But let's quickly test this. Let's see if in diode mode we get a reading to that pad. That one just there. Now we get open line, so I'm going to say that it's nothing to do with that pad. That's a no connect. That's no connect. So that pad that we've got missing there, just there, isn't needed. It's a no connect. Which means that on the diode readings you see online, that's actually a diode reading of the chip. So that reading's being taken while the chip's being connected, and it's a diode reading with the chip in place. So let me just swap it over to that again and put my glasses back on, see what Wayne said. M92 CPU, RAM on, and typically RAM. That in diode mode. Yes mate, that one in diode mode. So that pad that's missing on here is a no connect. It's not needed. Doesn't venture off through the board. Connects to absolutely nothing, mate. So yeah, I mean, as I say, you get them if you're reading them from another group, 9 times out of 10, if I read this, if I can get my let me just see what I can do. If I can get this onto there, so that diode reading that you're seeing there of 0.498 is on the no pad. Why did I do that? Why did I not just switch to that? So if you can see on this, we have a reading, a diode reading of 0.498. That's just reading the chip. That'll be reading any kind of integrated component between ground and the pad that I'm connecting to, is what that'll be reading. So the pad itself is actually a no connect. We got open line when we tested in diode mode. I've already previously tested it for ground. We know it's not ground. Did you see that now? Let me know if you saw that bit. I take it you saw then. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so we know it's not ground. I've tested it for ground. We know it's not ground. I've tested the pad without M92 in place, and we get open line. So we're saying that it's not a connected pad. That doesn't mean, no, it does actually. It does actually mean that it's not necessarily going to be required, because the pad on the IC itself is still connected. It's just not connected to a pad on the board. Try a different battery. I don't have a different battery, mate. This is the only one I have, but this is pretty much fully charged. Should be. At least 80%, I would have said. We can maybe come back to this on another stream, if I'm honest. I don't think I'm going to repair it off stream. I think I shall just leave it. Wayne, yeah, I will be getting that one, mate. And yeah, I will be getting that one, and yeah, I will likely be getting that. That screen is a not so clever but working screen, mate. So I think I am going to leave it there, ladies and gents. We kind of failed, but didn't fail, if that makes any sense. Because I now see this as repairable. It's just a matter of finding out what's causing it. Yeah, we'll sort it out, mate. We'll sort it out. I shall get them sent off to you. That I don't actually know what's. I've not opened that, mate. It possibly can't even remember if it required a port. This one, what was this one doing? What was this one doing? This one was doing... .6 milliamp, mate. Or 68 milliamp rather. But zero, nothing on screen. So that will be making its way to you, mate. I'm not gonna give up on it, mate. I'll not give up on it. We'll come back to this. This will be another revision, and we will come back to it. I'm not so sure if it's not. I kind of don't think it's P13, but if I remember rightly, George, I think Philip Bryden was ordering a ring light, mate. Might come useful for him if he's not ordered one yet. So as I was saying, I'm not sure. I don't think P13 could be the cause of it not booting. I'm not sure if it being stuck in RCM mode, that maybe could be a factor of it not booting, and P13 could actually be the cause of the USB not being recognised by my PC. But we'll take a look at that next time. It'll stay there. We'll not do out. It's a little late now. We're on 7:30. I need to eat. My missus still need to eat. By this time I have missed Emmerdale Farm. Shame on you people for allowing me to miss hopes. Just an absolute shame. Shambles. Yeah, we'll have a look. We'll have a look next time, mate. We shall certainly look into everything next time on stream. I'm not going to do anything with it off stream. This one we're going to venture in together, finish together. So we shall look at that next time, ladies and gents. But thank you for coming, thank you for joining, taking the time to hang out. I'm sure it can't be easy finding time in a day. I know I struggle with it, but thank you very much, guys. We shall see